let's say you were 2 years into your relationship and you had to assemble your own flowers.
She wouldn't care.
I don't know. I'm just not that kind of person.
Alex is
It's an
happy she gets
impossible
a gift
question
at
to
all.
answer.
Yeah, I am
That's
not
an
a
impossible question. I don't know why I asked it.
I'm like you can't ask me that because I generally don't like receiving. I like giving.
Are there?
Shut the fuck up, Brett.
Oh boy.
Mic drop.
See you later.
Bye.
$1 million, but when you climax,
Oh god.
Whoa.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's do it right now.
What?
Let's use this scenario.
Go ahead.
Let's do it right
So Alex and I
now.
watched Black Mirror. It
We
came
binged
out.
it.
Came
You
out
don't
last
binge
week.
it.
Do you not consider 3 hours binging?
No, I said on the precast, I'm saying it now, to be binge-worthy, I think has to be at least 5. Binging is not about length of time, I think. It's about number of individual things.
I think it's about a season,
How many episodes is binge watching?
Well,
According
we
to
just asked them.
according to Google.
a survey conducted by Netflix in February 2014, they need
That's
to redo
5
this.
years ago.
They need to redo
Yeah.
this.
Before
Nope.
binging really
This
took
is,
off.
yeah. It says 73% of people define binge watching as watching between 2 to 6 episodes. 2?
2? No.
No.
No. Okay. I think
This just rendered itself irrelevant.
It did. That was a very dumb.
Throw your phone.
it's very subtle. Throw your phone.
I just got a Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh, shoot. You okay?
You're gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give me
horse?
time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't.
Out. Do it.
No.
Put your
Oh, shoot.
Put it out. Now flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you
that.
want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there.
Give me your
Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
It's
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
I'm doing some friggin' Christmas trivia. Welcome back to PTO Unlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 222.
Yeah. It's been a week, man.
222.
222. All those
It's all the
those
same
twos.
number.
Dude, we've been doing this for so long now. We got so many twos.
Mm-hmm.
How's your week, Brett?
That's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing to brag about. Nothing new.
Nope.
Yeah.
Pretty boring, actually.
That storm that hit us.
It was nothing.
was nothing.
Let's talk about that real quick.
We
Because for the
People freaking out.
people you.
well,
I didn't freak out. I said it ain't that big a deal.
no, we were.
But you guys were
And
all
y'all-
like, "Let's get
no,
out of here."
Y'all were like,
okay.
No,
yeah,
you
that's true.
said. You
That's true.
said.
It did get dark, but
yeah, it's true. It did get dark in here.
Mhm.
but I actually said y'all are paranoid. Oh, we lived in the real Midwest where there's
Yeah.
tornadoes every day.
There was.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't it.
No, but the fact
We've
that
also never lived in a second-story apartment.
Yeah. the fact that Chicago got ripped to shreds and everything else
We were in the basement.
basically for everything from Iowa to Chicago was messed up. So I was taking the necessary precautions to go, we're in a room right next to a window and the storm is coming directly at the podcast room and our lights flickered once. And I'm like, you know what? It's probably,
it was rain.
it's
It did.
probably a
Yep.
good
Really
idea.
didn't get that windy.
There was like a gust when it came in and that was it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it just kind of slowed down. By the time it hit South Bend, I think is where it really, like, I looked at the radar and it went from like going like this across the screen to like this.
Thunderstorms, summer thunderstorms have been disappointing for like the last
10 years?
no, there was that
7.
one that I can't remember the year. I know that I was at my last store. It was like 2014, I think, where it took out power for like several days. It was bad.
Yeah, I remember
But
that.
yeah, I'd say for the last 4 years at least, they've been there hasn't been any, or if there it was like for an hour,
Well,
and that was it.
let's talk about Iowa. Have you
Let's talk
seen
about
what
Iowa because
looks like?
nobody else is talking about Iowa for some freaking reason.
Isn't Iowa in Tornado Alley?
No, but
No.
have you seen what this hurricane did to it?
There's a hurricane in Iowa?
That's
Yeah,
the
there's a land
Durant-
hurricane.
How do you say it?
It starts with a D.
DeRoche or something.
Iowa land hurricane.
Derecho.
Yeah.
Derecho.
So what I want to show you actually is the top-down view. If it
Oh yeah.
shows
I
it.
wonder if it has that.
We saw satellite.
Yeah, the satellite image of Iowa after the storm.
It wasn't that literal hurricane, but it was after the storm. But you could see the path, and it was like the actual man. It was
like
bad.
3/4 of Iowa. The crops were just flat.
Yeah.
Like it looks like you could see a huge tornado from satellite just do this across Iowa,
I think I did see
we
that.
get our our corn. It's like, what is it? What all
corn, pig.
cattle?
No.
Not
corn,
cattle?
pig. There's another one.
It's like 50% or something of the United States production is in Iowa.
Wow, I had the image.
And like nobody, for some reason, we were all talking about Chicago getting hit, but nobody actually looked at the damage, and like no one's reporting. You don't see this on Facebook. You don't see this on the news. No one's reporting that it like took out Iowa. Iowa's like destroyed.
It's not. It's actually a pretty bad disaster, and I'm hoping.
And there's still people without power.
Yeah, I can't find the image because Google's stupid. I just want the stupid satellite view. I have it on my phone, but I can't send it over. So, but yeah, it's that storm actually wiped out Iowa and had a lot of Midwestern issues. But we only got a little bit of it. That seems to be the narrative of Fort Wayne. We hardly get anything.
You know what we got?
What?
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
You
it's
don't want to
disappointing.
Destroy stuff.
Speaking of disappointments, I'm going to run into the opener here, guys. So now that Halo is pushed back, I don't know how to feel about next gen.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I really don't.
There's no excitement anymore.
We're going to get into a little bit of nerd chat here right away talking about this. Halo, if you guys are not aware, Halo Infinite was supposed to come out this holiday season, but it got pushed to 2021, which they didn't say a year.
No, they just said 2021.
2021,
Probably
but
because they don't know.
Yeah,
and
they
they
don't
don't
know.
want to commit to anything.
But a lot of people are thinking it was because of the graphic complaint that people had. The graphics, like people had an issue with the. I didn't have an issue with the graphics.
No, there was a demo. Like there was a certain.
Yeah, we saw this demo.
Yeah, but there was, I guess, one of the articles that I read said like the game testers or whoever, they all had talked about, we need to get this fixed. You're gonna have a lot of bad reviews on this.
Really, just because of a little bit of graphic issue?
I think that's all it was.
Really?
Yeah, like it wasn't as up to par as they thought it was gonna be.
Well, I welcome game delays because there's obviously a problem if a game is being delayed, and I would rather there's always something to play, so just take your time and fix it.
I'm worried about Microsoft all of a sudden now. It's like they don't have a AAA title.
They basically handed it to PlayStation
to push their brand for their.
They don't need a AAA. You mean an exclusive?
Yeah.
Yeah, not for a launch.
Well,
no.
I mean Microsoft exclusive. Well, there
That's
might be
why
a couple of things that are.
They may not have it at launch, but that's why they bought like 15 studios this last gen. So
yeah,
get 'em.
It's weird. It's feeling this way, but you don't think about a lot of anybody else's launches weren't huge. But Nintendo, they've always had huge launches because they always bundle most of their stuff. But I'm already in the market to wanting a second PC now and just wait for.
So
Series
one
X.
game delay and you're jumping off the console and back to PC.
The big seller for us was Halo.
Have you seen Fall Guys?
So
well, there's that.
so waiting is not an option.
What's wrong with me buying a PC?
Well, there's
moving
nothing wrong
on.
with it, but one game delay and you're like, nope, that's it.
But guess what? I can play that game on that computer.
Okay, but it's not out either.
I know,
yeah, but I don't need to buy a console then. I got a
Here's
computer
the deal.
that's more universal than a console.
We were looking at buying 2 consoles.
Which is now rumored to be $600, according to what culture?
Yeah.
I guess we'll just see.
That's not far off. $599. That's
I know. We'll see.
That's what they charged the Xbox One, and it was a terrible mistake. So
I don't think
it all depends on
that.
the.
Did they put out the price for the new PlayStation?
No.
No.
They've been very, very quiet about it, and it's already the middle of August.
I know, but it's kind of like I think they're waiting to see who's going to announce their price so they can announce their price.
What do you think? Because I think it was last week you said you wanted to do console.
I still want to do console. Josh wants another PC, which, I mean, we have a lot of talking to do. How about that? But we need, just because of the space issues, the consoles are old and wearing down. Like, we need a new console, but getting two, I was looking to possibly get, like, if there was like a Halo edition or a special edition Xbox for that, I was looking to like get just one console, but then the other console be like a special console.
They will. They've done it with every single Halo game.
Well, now think of all the marketing that they have to change because of the Halo cancellation. Think of all the foods, the beverages, and all of the video packages that they had prepared.
Not cancel, just delay.
For the launch.
They'll still have a major.
For the launch
so
is what I'm saying
They'll
here.
still have a major marketing campaign.
You obviously don't have any idea what advertising takes.
I would not.
No, you're not in it.
I don't get it either, so you need to explain.
Okay, so basically you have to pre-plan this shit.
No shit.
And Microsoft has to now.
They never even had a solid release date, though.
You don't know that.
They just said holiday.
You don't know
that. They never
that.
announced it.
They probably already had. They don't need to announce it to make it their own schedule.
How are you going to have a major marketing campaign if you don't have an actual
Have you
date?
ever released a product?
No.
I have.
Okay.
All right, let's start there. When you make a deadline, you have that behind. No, you're not going to make that public. And you already have the stuff planned ahead of time. You have to make that marketing material available. That takes a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is they had to take all of those video packages that said coming with the launch of the console, that kind of message that they were bringing with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the issue I'm telling you is the problem. It takes a lot of pushback. That's millions of dollars.
And basically false advertising.
Well, no, not false. Now they have to change all their advertising.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, the advertising's wrong.
Yes.
So now they have to change all that.
So that's what I was stating.
I see where you're coming from.
In the release of a product, you have to plan that far ahead, especially something like this. And now Microsoft might not have a leg to stand on.
You don't think that they planned for a possible delay?
I don't know about that.
There's no way. They're in the video game business. There's always a possibility for delays.
They're in the video game buying business, not in the video game business now. They're buying
publishing.
Right.
So if the developer goes to them and says, "Hey, we can't make this date," you don't think they planned for that?
Okay, so what is their defense now? What's Microsoft's what's their leg to stand on for the holiday season?
They have a new console.
In your opinion,
just in your opinion.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's going to make them just want to get it.
Do you think they're going to not release the console?
No, I'm just
they
asking
are.
you what you think they're going to have. Like, what's
for
a game
software?
Yeah. Is there something
they're not going to have an exclusive.
Nothing that's going to
unless they announce something between now and then, which
I
is
highly
unlikely.
doubt it.
That's not a lot of time now.
Yeah, you know what they'll do? Like, wait, what other games are like Xbox exclusive that are big?
Gears.
Fable.
I thought they already announced that.
Well, yes, we're just giving you titles.
Yeah,
We're just giving Forza.
Forza.
Wait, isn't Forza launch?
They
I thought you already
usually
said that.
have a Forza game for every
Is
launch.
there Forza this?
I don't think they've announced.
They talked about one on the Xbox with the Xbox video that came out where they talked about all the stuff.
Well,
they didn't say when
Horizon 4 came out last year, so this year is Motorsport's turn.
Right.
But they haven't announced one. And normally they'll announce it at like E3, but they didn't have it.
No, they announced one, but they didn't give a date. They said there is a Forza game in the making for this console.
A racing game is always easy to release on new hardware because it's easy to make it look really good.
Yeah, and you look forward to that. It's kind of surprising that. I don't know. I haven't played a good-looking racing game in a minute. I need to.
Forza's good.
Yeah.
Forza Horizon for me. I don't care for motorsport.
Yeah. So
here's the deal. Halo's not coming out.
Mm-hmm.
But Xbox is still releasing a console, but without an exclusive.
Well, without the Halo title as their launch, which would have been great,
When's the last time that happened? Was it the one? Or not the one, the Slim?
No.
Right?
What are you saying?
When a Halo game was launched with a console.
That would be 2 and 1. Halo
1.
2 was 2004.
Or
so
not Halo 1.
That wasn't a console launch?
What console?
I'm sorry, that was Xbox.
That's what I'm asking.
The
Wasn't
first
there one-
Xbox.
I know, but wasn't there one that when we were living in Chicago, wasn't there one that was paired with an Xbox that came out?
That wasn't a launch,
they're always
though.
paired with an Xbox. There's always
There's
a
always a
bundle.
special edition Xbox with a Halo game. What are you saying here?
What they're doing now, a new console, new game.
No.
No.
Okay,
Hey,
that's my question.
Original Xbox.
My God, that was the question.
Well, you
You
tried.
guys started talking
you-
over me.
You made it really hard.
I answered the question immediately.
You made that question way harder than.
What's the matter?
I'm hot now. I went and donated, and then now I'm sweating my butt off. I was super cold, and now I'm sweating.
So
Sticky.
so Brett, what are you gonna do for this holiday season? Are you
play my backlog?
yeah. I guess there's a lot, yeah, and then maybe just buy all the whatever is on sale that you haven't already played if you want to.
Basically.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, that's I don't know. Holiday season now for me is up in the air. You know, a lot of people are just I've really been wanting to get a PlayStation 4 just for VR.
I wouldn't have done it for VR, but there's
That's it.
a lot of good stuff you haven't played, like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You wanted
I'll just
to?
play Batman. It's made by the same people.
You wanted to play Spider-Man?
I did.
I think it's a little better.
Well, of course it is. The mechanics are fleshed out entirely a lot better now, and of course, you know, now that they're making Spider-Man a console exclusive for the Avengers game coming out, that's kind of stupid. But you know, Microsoft doesn't want to pay the licensing. So, all right, let's move on from there, guys. Let's talk. What do we got? We got a whole bunch of stuff written down. Alex, what is this EE?
Oh, I just wanted to talk about what we did on Sunday.
What did we do on Sunday?
When we went to Exquisite Energy.
Oh yeah, we went and tried out a new local place that just opened up here in Fort Wayne, called Exquisite Energy. It's basically like it gave me way too much of it gave me.
You had an energy bomb, that's why.
Okay, so it gave me a lot of energy and I couldn't sit still.
So and it's basically it's labeled for it's like a meal replacer. How else do we?
It's a protein shake.
How do you explain
with
Exquisite
tea.
Energy? So basically, you go in. It's meant for if you want to use it as a meal, or if you want to use it as a pre or post workout boost, or what I would look at it as is a hangover cure. But you go in and there's a bar, and you walk in. It almost looks like Starbucks or not Starbucks or something. It's got a menu up there, and they've got 1, 2, and 3. And 1, you go in and you ask for your aloe shot, which aloe is
that was so weird.
It's like a little Jello shot, or in a Jello shot container, and it's like a watery liquid that's flavored with 3 different flavors you can choose from, and then it's like aloe water, and it's supposed to help you. You drink that first. They put it in front of you. You take a shot of it, and then while you're taking the shot of it, you get your second drink, which is a tea-based drink, and that's supposed to also help you absorb your shake that has all your vitamins and stuff in it. And then while you're drinking and sipping on your tea, which is in a normal like a 12 ounce cup, yeah. While you're doing that, they start making your shake, which is a big thick shake that's got 24 grams of protein in it, and there's just a bunch of different fun, yummy flavors or whatever, and it's just a really good energy boost, and it tasted really good. So we went there. I had seen so many posts on Facebook and Instagram and stuff about it. I'm like, you know what? It's right down the street. Let's just go ahead and try it. It was really freaking good.
It was good stuff.
It was really good. And for the people that don't like tea, like Josh, they give you this, what they call it an energy bomb, which is a little, almost like an Alka-Seltzer tablet. And it's flavored with some kind of really fruity thing that makes your drink not taste like tea. So Josh got gummy bear flavored.
Yeah.
It was freaking amazing. But that energy boost gives you a lot of energy, because right afterwards, we went to my grandma's and laid by the pool. I actually relaxed, and my body was like, thank you for all this nutrition. And I relaxed in the sun. Josh is over here like this.
I gotta go.
Just I gotta go. I gotta do something. I gotta and he was just super couldn't sit still. And I'm like,
yep, that was me.
But no, I would highly recommend it if you were in the
If you want some energy.
And I'm pretty sure this is not the only place, the only Exquisite Energy. I'm pretty sure because it's by Herbalife, and that's
that's a national brand.
national brand. So I'm sure that this is not the only place.
Right. It was really good.
But yeah, it was really good. Good to try out local things.
You have WH. What is that?
WH. Okay. So
You gotta stop making this stuff so.
Well, because if I say it, you'll know exactly what it is.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
What's that?
I know exactly what opener Halo meant.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. That's just how I'm used to doing it for like when we did the Facebook Live.
We don't need to be that. No, we don't.
So I
We
kind of
don't
want
need to
to
do that
try these
anymore.
on the podcast. They have come out.
What are they?
They have come out with a Warheads
Oh, I saw that.
beer. I think it's beer.
What? Is that really them? No. Let me look this up.
Yes, Brewworks, Artisanal Brewworks Warhead Extreme Sour.
It's real.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's real. So I was like, man, I want to get some of these and I want to try it. Yep, there it is.
Blue raspberry.
Mhm.
Of course, it's sold
I've
out.
seen blue raspberry and black cherry.
It probably tastes terrible.
That's why I said I want to try it. It looks kind of disgusting to me, but it's like one of those things like, we have our taste testing. So I was like, man, if we can get some of these, this
I
would
would
be
do the
really
whole
good.
line. Look at this.
Thank you.
Speaking of taste testing, have
Yeah.
you been to Rocket Fizz since it's
I
been
was
We
before?
were
Just
just
about
talking
to.
about it.
I was
Because
just
we were talking about
to.
exquisite energy, and Josh's like, I kind of want to go down to Jefferson Point and get some Rocket Fizz things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do have this on the.
Like, look at this. It's like
screen.
there's watermelon, lemon, blue raspberry, green apple, and black cherry. All of those.
The thing is, like, it's a beer. So I'm like, it's weird that it's a beer.
That's interesting. I don't know.
So what's funny though is that like Warheads came out when I was in like fourth or fifth grade. So of course they're advertising Warheads for 21 and older people because we're the ones that know what Warheads are. They're like, they're not buying Warheads.
Get 'em.
I know, but
You
like nobody's buying Warheads anymore because
What?
they're not a thing.
What are you talking about? There's still a thing.
They're-
Alex.
Josh,
yeah.
do you know what I'm trying to say? Quit putting words in my mouth.
Here's the thing, Alex. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you why you think.
Why are you calling me
thinking-
Alex?
Okay.
What's your name?
Yes. I mean, you introduce yourself as that on this podcast. I can
Ever
call you
since
that.
you showed me that TikTok, every
Okay,
time
stop
you
it.
call me Alex, I'm going to correct you now.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, now I lost my train of thought. Damn it. What?
Warheads,
Warheads,
not
okay.
popular anymore.
We're not watching children's TV, so we don't see those advertisements.
Were they ever really popular?
Yes.
Yes.
Very popular.
I don't-
Okay. So Brett lived in the country
saying,
when
I'm
Warheads
gonna
came
say
out.
Brett. Brett was out of the
Brett was
loop.
out of the circle when
No,
Warheads came
I
out.
was in a circle. It just wasn't your
It wasn't.
circle.
It wasn't a.
He wasn't in my circle either.
I wasn't
That's
either.
what I mean. Everybody had their own circle.
Okay, enough about circles here. We're talking about Warheads.
Warheads were extremely popular back in like 1998.
In your world.
Yes, but
in my world
in the
too.
90s,
But
that
I was halfway across the country. How can
Yeah.
that be possible and not for you, Brett?
I don't know. Maybe they
And
were.
she
I
lived
just-
like 20 minutes down the street from you
maybe
the whole
they-
time.
No, not 20 minutes.
Okay,
more
maybe
like
an hour.
Maybe they were, and I just don't remember. But it was
release
just- it was
date,
just
Warhead candy. 1993 actually.
Oh my
That's when they came out.
I don't know what was big was Gobstoppers.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
'Cause
those were-
They would do those candy sales,
Dude,
and we'd buy the theater boxes of Gobstoppers.
I used to. Okay, so now here's the weird thing. Now, not a lot of people remember a lot of the Willy Wonka, like, whole line of candies. Do you remember? Man, now I'm trying to remember them all. There's Runts, Gobstoppers,
Or the bottle caps.
the bottle caps, I believe.
Ugh, I hate
are
bottle
Wonka.
caps.
I think
I
those
like
are
them.
Wonka as well. There's another one that they had as well. It was like these really big. They looked like big Skittles. They were huge.
Sprees.
No, now I have to
Were
look up
were they
Wonka
chewy?
candy.
Oh, I know.
Yes,
what
they
you're
were
ta- Yes,
chewy.
they're chewy. They're really gross.
No,
too.
I liked them.
I don't like that kind of stuff.
You like them chewy?
But you like Warheads.
Yeah, right.
That's a hard candy, not chewy.
Gobstoppers are hard.
I didn't say I didn't like Godstoppers.
Oh.
I'm talking about the chewy shit that he's talking about.
Runts are hard.
It is sweet
I don't
tarts. Okay.
really like-
but it's
well,
not sweet
I like
tarts.
runts.
I don't like the banana. I give the bananas to Josh.
Oh, I love the banana.
Everybody likes the banana. I hate the banana. So I love bananas, but I do not like artificial
Like
bananas.
Banana Laffy Taffy.
I hate
That's good stuff.
banana flavored shit.
Okay.
Why?
I do not like it because it does not taste like a real
Pixie
banana.
sticks are owned by Wonka.
Sugar. Sugar.
Yeah,
in a straw.
literally. Yeah.
What about the
Fun Dip? Fun Dip. Yep. Yep. Yep.
That's nothing. That's sugar. You can make your own fun dip by
Kool-Aid and
taking
sugar.
Kool-Aid and sugar on your finger. Then you can't get the stain off for about a week.
I think the candy I'm looking for is Oompas.
I don't know
remember
what
that.
those are.
Yeah, they. I think that's it. Yeah, they look. They're just basically like a chewy, like it just they look like Skittles, but they're bigger.
Yes, they look like. Yes, those are what I'm talking. That's not what
Oompas.
they're called, though.
I thought
is
they were
it?
called something else.
Yeah, I thought they might have name changed them or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. That's what I know what you're talking about, though.
Anyways,
Warheads were
Warheads.
extremely popular back in the early
There's beer.
90s. Now there's beer, and they're targeting us because we grew. Of course, we are going to go, oh my gosh, it's Warhead beer. Well, a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old time to go, oh look, Warheads, they came out with
They
a beer.
might.
It's just marketing.
I'm just trying to point out they're marketing it towards us
I mean, they
because
could
we grew out
flavor
with it.
They could flavor it as anything, but because it's Warheads, that now speaks to
right.
adults. That they got that whole circle.
That
Likes to
is
suck the
what
joy
I'm
out of your
trying
news,
to
Alex.
say, Brent. Oh my God, I'm not talking anymore in this podcast. Like, guys are just.
I guess I'm agreeing with you.
You are, but I've been trying to say this, and you guys are all like,
Well,
no,
it's not
no,
my
no,
fault.
no,
You
no.
can't say it in 5 words.
Me? What
You
is-
take 20 words to say something when I take 5.
What am I saying wrong
Just-
here? What?
Warhead beer coming out. Taste it. Let's move on.
It's sold out on pre-order.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Oh my gosh, Alex. So geez. Okay, so I want to talk about this one topic here that we never really. I had this written down last week, but we never got to it. So Alex,
What?
do-
What, Josh?
Okay, I got another thing to pick with you, I guess. Unfortunately, so you know how you love the kid who drove just to get a sports car?
Oh,
Yes.
this kid.
I didn't love him. I just said,
You thought it was cute and we didn't.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Yeah, what about
That
it?
was like, oh, it's cute, and the person who
This-
had a Lamborghini or whatever the heck.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, what
yeah,
happened?
that car. Okay, so what I'm getting at here is a family in Phoenix gave away a teen's belongings
Oh, you're going to
after
talk about that.
their high-speed joyride.
That is what that was on the board for me last week.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So yeah, they gave away.
They made him sit outside too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that is how you reprimand a child
Okay,
properly.
that
you
is a
don't give them.
teenager.
You don't give them. No.
That,
Oh, hold on a second.
that is
here.
a
Wait a
teenager
minute.
versus a
Wait minute.
5-year-old.
How much?
Or a
wait,
8-year-old
does
or
the
whatever.
scolding? I don't think the scold. Wait a
scolding?
minute.
The scolding, Brett?
The scolding does not change, Alex.
Yes, it does. You do not treat
Well-
a teenager like you do a child.
You would do almost the same thing.
I would argue that.
Who's
it's
right,
more-
Brett?
Wait. I would argue that it's more important to punish the teenager more severely because they should know better.
That was my point.
You
right
don't
there.
want
See,
the
he did it
child to
again.
remember it?
No, I agree with you. We agreed on the child.
Yeah, okay.
She didn't. But at the same time, you got to drop the hammer on the teenager.
Okay.
I thought that
so
the
I don't-
internet
I don't
was a
know
little
the-
too harsh on the
I don't
8-year-old.
know the story though. The teenager story. Like,
Okay.
what did he do?
I got it right here.
Okay. I'll shut up, I guess.
Here's what the teenager said. So it's a really short article. I can probably just read it. It's only
Yes,
4 or
it's
5 paragraphs.
it's
It's
really
literally
short.
small. Okay. So a Valley family laying down the law on their teenage son after they say he stole their Range Rover. Range Rover.
Expensive.
That is
Yes,
an
I know.
expensive
Yeah.
vehicle.
A car
Well-
is a car, though.
While they were on vacation and took it on a drive. Right, exactly. Here's what the 14-year-old driver said. I
So
just
he's-
wanted to
So he's 14.
Right.
Not a legal driver.
right in the state of Phoenix or in the state of Arizona. Sorry.
Okay.
I just wanted to drive, but I don't have a license, so I just took it. I can wash the car, and I was like, I don't have anything to dry it, so I'm gonna take it for one spin until it dries. So he drove it to dry off the car. He's an idiot. He's lying.
Obviously, he's 14.
Right.
He's figuring it out.
Yep. The driver's name is Angel. Angel was speeding his North Phoenix neighborhood, disrupting his neighbors while his parents celebrated their anniversary in Vegas. They found about the joyride after the Phoenix police gave them a call. Their son had been in trouble a few times before with no other options. It was time to clean house.
Okay, so I looked up the age of the boy.
14.
5
Oh,
was
the other
for
one.
the
The other one.
child.
Yes. Okay.
There is a huge difference in how you
No,
discipline
okay.
a 5-year-old
Okay.
and a 14-year-old.
Right, but you don't give the 5-year-old praise by having them get a ride in that vehicle anyway.
Okay, so understand a couple things here.
I mean, am
They
I wrong in
did
that?
sit him down. They did come out and say, like,
Well, but we
they
don't know
talk-
we don't know what else they might have
I
done.
don't know because they're not going to come out and say. But obviously, they tried to say how to explain to a 5-year-old. So imagine Haley, our niece. Okay,
Okay.
so younger than her,
Mhm.
getting in a car and driving.
I can't imagine
Exactly.
that.
She doesn't know any better.
She's not. She's about as tall as the TV.
This kid went to go and buy a Lamborghini with his piggy bank, basically. Okay,
It's not cute.
It's a cute story
No,
because
it's not.
a cute story in the innocence of a child's mind. That is what I meant by it. Now, the scolding of it, obviously, that was not a good idea. It was very unsafe. The parents should discipline the child for it. Let me finish before you guys start talking. I'm going to get really mad here. Okay?
Not talking.
The fact that the person came out, saw the story, and brought their Lamborghini there, so that I thought was a way of just going, here, instead of you going out and trying this again or being dangerous about it, how about you just try out this Lamborghini, or I'm going to drive you around a Lamborghini. Like, I don't necessarily, yes, half and half it was, he got praised for doing it, but at the same time, it was more of a, here, just don't do this again, but instead do this. Like, I'll do this so that way you don't go out and do this again. The 14-year-old obviously has a history of doing things wrong, which I read about, and this is how they decided to punish him. It is a 14-year-old. They've obviously tried things in the past that have not worked, so this is what they're doing to discipline him. And he's been caught lying. Now you can talk. What am I wrong about now?
Well, okay, so for the 5-year-old.
Yes, for the 5-year-old. Okay.
Here's what would have been cute. The kid walks up to his parents, says, will you drive me to this place? I'm going to buy a Lamborghini with my money in my piggy bank.
Mm-hmm.
The parents then go to social media. Oh, my son's so cute. He came to me with his piggy bank saying he wants us to take him to go buy a Lamborghini. Rich guy sees it. Oh, well, he can't buy a Lamborghini. His parents told him that. I'll drive mine down there and take him a ride in it. That is acceptable.
Yes, that's what should have happened.
Shouldn't have. That is rewarding for bad behavior.
I said I'm 50-50 on the deal. Yes, he should have been punished for it, but a 5-year-old does not know any better.
He might. So what happens when he's 7? He's like, well, I did this, and I got to ride on a Lamborghini. Maybe I'll do something bigger, and I'll get even better things.
That is what I
know. That's why I said I'm 50-50 on the deal.
Mm.
But I feel like it also, depending on the child's brain makeup, he can take it as one of two things. Either, yes, you praise bad behavior and he's going to do exactly what you said, or he's going to look at it and said, wow, what I did was dangerous, but I still got something out of it, something less dangerous.
A reward.
Yes, a reward. A ride in a vehicle.
I'm 35. I've never ridden in a Lamborghini.
Me neither. Maybe I should just go steal one or steal my dad's van or something, and then maybe I'll go get a ride.
I was pretending I was driving a Lamborghini.
Try to get into a 5-year-old's brain for once. 5-6 years old is kindergarten. You don't even know your alphabet
I understand what you're saying.
Jeez, someone didn't watch Sesame Street as a kid. I knew my alphabet by then.
Okay, you don't know how to read yet.
No, correct.
I would hope that the rich guy reached out to the parents first and said, would it be okay if I did this?
Oh, well, I would hope so, or else I think that'd be a
little bit of kidnapping there.
Yeah, I think that'd be a little bit scary for someone to just roll up.
You don't just show up and say, hey, I saw your story on the internet. How about I take the little guy for a ride?
That's exactly what Alex said. You don't just show up.
I'm like, you don't just show up. I would really
Did he, though?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Because what are you going to do if you're the
parent? Article didn't say.
No.
Did the guy ask, my gosh, can't believe we're going back to this article.
Because maybe if you're that parent, you want to they see the way we do and no, I need to, set the example here. You can't have what may be a once in a lifetime opportunity for this kid as a result of doing something very dangerous.
Right.
Because he didn't know any better.
Okay, so here's the thing though. So here's the original article of the boy. When they brought him out, they said that they pulled him over. They said that the child only had $3 in his quote unquote wallet. And he had difficult reaching the pedals, so they said he was sitting on the front edge of the seat so he could reach the brake pedal. Nobody was hurt. The authorities admit it could have been much worse, blah, blah, blah. This is from the officer. He was very upset. He was in tears. I don't think we will be seeing him in this situation again.
Until he forgets about it.
Until he forgets about it.
And,
I don't know if I could ever forget being behind the wheel of a car at 6.
I don't know. I feel like getting pulled over by myself in a car and then having the cop show up. I think that I think, at least when I was younger, if a cop was anywhere near you, you were in a situation, that was I was scared shitless.
How did he even know to pull over?
I don't know. He was driving. I don't even know how, because it says that he was pulled over to the shoulder of a freeway. I don't even know how this child got on a freeway.
Yeah.
Did he seriously like listen to Google Maps or something and then just figure it out?
Yeah, jeez.
Let's move on.
Let's move on from there. Yes, let's do that. Wow, Warheads.
Was that the Joyride?
And the
story?
Joyride, yes, that's what we were
Talk
talking
about
about.
AMC.
Yeah, so Alex, you wrote this down. I'm gonna guess that you're talking about the fact that they're opening up the theaters.
Yes.
Here, are they opening here?
Oh, I didn't see
I
it here.
did see that.
Oh, look.
Well, not just AMC, but all theaters are not opening in New York.
Oh, really?
So none at all.
No. That
Wow.
by order of Cuomo.
Okay, so Alex, what do you want to talk about on AMC?
So AMC is reopening theaters this month with 15-cent tickets to try to get people to come back to the theater. So, and they're going to be staggering seats, and they are also, to kind of incentivize people to come back, they're also going to be showing, I think the 15-cent movies is they're going to be showing classics. So they said Back to the
Old
Future
stuff.
would be on there, Star Wars would be on there,
You
just
know
like the
what?
older movies.
What's the point of 15-cent tickets? Just give away tickets to old movies and let them buy concessions.
I guess.
You know,
I guess. I don't know.
I'm looking.
So
they make their money from concessions anyway.
I just don't know how safe that is. I mean, how are they going to... Do you really trust, 16-year-olds coming in that run the place and sanitizing your seats before and after you watch a movie in a box?
They should have been doing that already, you know.
I mean, what do you sanitize in the theater? The chairs?
It would have to be everything. Anything a person touches, the rails, the chairs, the cup holders, the floors, like it's COVID. It's like it's airborne.
You don't sanitize the floors. I mean, any more than they just sweep it up.
Right.
Well, I know, but I'm saying to reset the theater.
You don't sanitize the floors when you reset the theater.
Well, yeah, they're wiping everything, or not, they're sweeping everything up. But I'm saying, like, all they usually do, at least what I would think that they only usually do, is they go in, they scoop up all the popcorn that fell, and then they go and pick up the trash,
Loose
and they
trash,
go,
yeah.
okay, you guys can go and sit in the theater now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now they have to go and sanitize, wipe down. Do you really think a 16-year-old, you're going to put that kind of responsibility in a 16-year-old's hands? Wipe down every chair like this, go in and out of here, get everything out, and then it's safe.
They serve concessions. It's food. You let them do that.
That is like the easiest thing to do.
Okay.
I'm just saying, how sanitary are they being with that?
Well, and most places like when they do when they're doing football right now in school for practices and stuff, if they have concessions, at least here, it is not cooked. It's all prepackaged,
Yeah, yeah.
and so I don't know if they're going to be doing that kind of stuff.
They might shut down the Coke machines.
Which is yeah, that's one thing that I saw. They still have the Coke machines up. They will fill them. There are no refills. Yeah.
And you get one big enough, you don't need a refill.
Right.
Well, that's true.
Our theater is opening August 27th.
Okay, so it is one that's open.
Yes. Many theaters will reopen the 20th, but ours opens up a week later.
Brett, will you go back and see a movie for 15 cents? Does that
I'm not
incentivize
gonna
you to go back?
I'm not going to go see an old movie for 15 cents.
You want to see a Star Wars?
I mean, I would love to see
Empire?
Star Wars in theaters.
Why?
Because it's a different experience.
I saw
Right. Episode
4, 5, and 6 when they were re-released in
you saw them in theater?
early 2000s, I think. Yeah, when they redid,
That's cool.
added stuff.
I mean,
Okay.
I think the best one that we ever saw that was re-released, there was two. They released The Lion King. We went and saw that, and that was amazing in theaters. And the best one was Jurassic Park. That was like
what was the
amazing.
So Alex, what were the movies up there?
I didn't have the list. I just
Okay.
remember
The
That's okay.
15-cent thing, that means nothing to me.
No.
I don't get why 15 cents. I don't know if it's just like not
To
10,
make
not
you
20.
Go,
like
whoa, that's really cheap. I'm gonna go. Exactly.
The theater's going to be packed, and then all the COVID's going to happen. We don't even know.
Are they saying you have to wear a mask?
Yes.
Yes.
How are you supposed to eat popcorn?
I
and wear a
don't
mask?
know.
We don't know the regulation inside the theater. I just know that you have to wear one into the concession.
It's probably
That's
just
all
like
I
the
know.
restaurants where you
Right.
wear it in, you wait till you sit down, then you can take it off.
We went somewhere to do that, didn't we?
What?
Didn't we just go out to eat somewhere? Where'd we go?
We went to Chili's.
To Chili's.
It was the most depressing
It was
dinner
so
ever.
Sad. It was sad.
Like
that was
seriously,
Monday.
like
That was last Monday.
it was it Monday?
It was after the storm, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I don't
Sometime
remember.
last week. We
Either way.
decided to
We
go
got
out and
Chick-fil-A
try.
after the storm.
Oh, that was so good.
We went out to try a restaurant around here and see what it was like. And it's seriously, you might as well just go ahead.
I don't
and
know
tell
why
me
you
now.
say that. I mean, I'm used to dining alone, so I don't mind going out
just-
and there's nobody around.
I don't. It was more like the atmosphere was so. Like
Cold.
yes, you like
It was
yeah. It
cold.
was like cold, like not cold. It was just
You didn't feel comfortable.
yeah. It was very uncomfortable to sit there and eat.
At least
I don't know.
At least where we were at.
I've
was-
never
Our
had that
experience.
problem, or I never thought that when I've been out.
But when we went to B-Dubs, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I mean, that seemed normal for some reason.
I
I
think
don't
it's
know
because the B-Dub, like, I don't know,
It was
maybe
a Friday-
Chili's.
it was
Maybe
a
Chili's
Friday-
is just a depressing.
Well, that may be it. It might not draw a crowd, but it was Friday night at B-Dubs,
right.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
Are
was
you
just
doing
not
that
good.
today?
What?
Are you going there? Getting wings today?
No.
Oh, that you were. Is that next week?
No, I usually if I go,
Well, didn't Rick message you about that?
yeah, we went when we go. Not last Monday, the one before.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go, it's on when I'm off Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about the movie club.
Okay.
So this week we did the movie club for Donnie Brasco, and what the movie club is every single week we pick a movie to watch, and this week Brett chose the movie, and Alex and I have not seen this one. And this movie came out in 1997. Again, called Donnie Brasco. The synopsis is: an FBI undercover agent infiltrates the mob and finds himself identifying more with the mafia life at the expense of his regular one. Starring Johnny Depp, Al Pacino, and Michael Madsen. Boy, Brett, this one was boring.
Really?
Yeah, the scenes were long.
It was
dude.
a lot of
talk.
a lot of talking, and it's a lot of like gangster lingo that I'm still trying to
Sure.
Like being made.
figure out.
You wanna
What's
be
a wise guy?
Wise guy. What is that?
A wise guy it's like a good fella. It's
Being in.
It's in the mob.
Okay,
Oh,
that's what I
okay.
figured, but it's like he's like, oh, you want to
wanna
be a wise guy? I'm like, would you just explain it
That's-
already?
There's a line in Goodfellas where Ray Liotta is explaining what a good fella is. It's how they refer to themselves to each other.
Well, they didn't say a wise guy is a good fella.
No,
I-
not in this,
It
but a
was just
wise
hard
guy.
to- yeah.
And it's just like how Al Pacino says, if I say you're a friend of mine, that means you're connected. You're not in, but you're connected. But if it's a friend of ours, then you're a wise guy,
Yeah.
So
Okay.
when you're making introductions.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and meeting all the different characters and stuff is like, okay, this guy and whatever. It was kind
of like it was hard to follow.
Now that you say that,
Yeah.
it did require kind of a previous knowledge of the hierarchy in the 5 crime families, which I had known, and maybe I didn't the first time I ever watched this, but they never really explained that.
Yeah. There wasn't a whole lot of death until like mainly towards the end.
Right towards the end.
Yeah, when they started
What
knocking
did you
off
think
everything.
about when Al Pacino shoots Nicky with right at the end of that scene?
Dude, I knew it was coming.
Yeah,
But
because of the coke deal in Florida.
yeah, and the whole like immediately, like the night they opened the restaurant, bam, just broken down, and then the cops come in.
The King's Court in Florida.
Yeah,
So-
and it was
Well, so
it was,
did you follow that Noah Traficante tipped the cops off? The Florida crime boss told the cops, "Hey, these guys are opening a club. You need to go smash it up." And it was Sonny Red.
Yeah, the Sonny Black.
They made the deal
right
to kind of turn on Sonny Black because they
Yes.
were like fighting.
and
or
he's
rivals.
Yep, and he got arrested. At
Even
the end
though
there.
they're in the same crime family, they didn't like each other.
no, and
Well, yeah, you figure that out quickly.
and boy, the paranoia in this one, and it's weird seeing Al Pacino not as the head guy.
That's what I
Yeah.
said. I was
He's
like,
worried, too,
wow.
the
I'm
whole
like, that's
time.
really
He's,
weird that he's not like the upper guy. He's the
He's a
this is
career
the boss
soldier.
guy. This is the boss.
Which I did watch a short 10-minute documentary on the real guy. Benjamin Ruggiero is his name.
Yeah,
Ruggiero? Lefty.
Mhm.
And he was just that. He was a stickler for the mob rules,
Mhm.
and he was a career soldier. He
He
wanted to move up, but he was a good earner, and he just
yeah
stayed where he was.
yeah, and he just didn't seem to ever catch a break.
Now, at the end of the movie, it's implied that he was killed because he vouched for Donnie.
yeah, that gunshot.
Yes.
Yeah, because Alex walked out of the room. She heard the gunshot. I was like, I knew it. I was like,
Like
what?
I called it.
The
Yeah.
real story is he was not killed.
Okay.
He went to prison and served some time. They tried to get him. They tried to buy a story, like a bunch of outlets tried to buy a story. He wouldn't. He was I'm not talking to nobody, and he served his time, got out, and died shortly after he got out.
I like Johnny Depp's character. He was good. I liked
Yeah?
him. Johnny Depp played a good lead. I think
He was
did pretty good.
so what there was one line towards the end where he's back at his house and he's talking to his wife and
Mhm.
he says,
And Hayes.
I'm not turning into them. I am one of them. That was like, that's what an undercover life will do to you.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, any guy, I would assume, any agent that goes deep undercover like that, how you can do that and have a healthy relationship.
You have to live two different
It's
lives.
your life, you
Yeah.
know? So I just thought that was pretty
What did you say
incredible.
to me?
I told you that. I was like, if you did anything like that, I don't think we could be together.
Like you couldn't keep the secrets of
No.
job and
You
life.
tell me everything and I tell you everything. Like, we would not be able to do that.
Well,
Nope, can't happen.
Well, and right at the beginning, he says, I can't tell you, it's for your own protection.
And that
Exactly.
Josh tried to argue that. He's like, well, what if I was protecting you? I'm like, Josh, you can't keep a freaking secret.
no. Yes, I
Like,
can. Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
I think if he was in
Jesus.
deep undercover and dangerous mob,
I know, but he
probably
I
could.
Do you
think
think you
you
would have
also-
some understanding? Hold on. No. Don't you think you'd have some understanding that it's my job, it's part of my talent of what I'm good at? That you just got to keep the barrier between what's
Okay.
going on and
Here's the thing. I can't realistically put myself in that situation because
no.
if you were to work as a mob person, like that cannot happen because if I were to take this bandage on my arm off right now, you'd probably faint because you're like, oh, you're bleeding.
No, I'm not that bad with.
Yeah, you are.
It makes me wonder. So, like in The Departed, they recruited Leonardo DiCaprio's character for undercover because he had no family. He wasn't
Mhm.
married.
Right.
So I wonder if, just in the times that have changed, if that's what they look for now.
That was a very emotional scene in the car when Depp was like, "Dude, I got 300 grand." Just
If I could hand
If
you
I
a
can-
bag of money,
yeah.
would you just get out of here?
he had it right there.
He did.
He did. And if Al Pacino's character was like, "Yeah, sure," then he would have had a boat.
Yeah. So what I love about the mob movies and why I like them so much is because they're based on a true story,
Mhm.
and I wonder
I'm so
Joe Pistone, the real guy,
Mhm.
you know, to go through that. That's incredible, having to live that lie with people that he befriends, basically.
Are you gonna watch The Irishman anytime?
I'd like to, but
So
it's so long.
3 hours,
Yeah.
right?
Three plus.
Okay, so my number for this one is I'm gonna give it like a 6.5.
Okay.
It was good, but it wasn't like. I mean, I'm not a mob person
Yeah.
movie, but we have seen so many now. Is
There's
Casino, Goodfellas,
4.
The Departed, and Donnie Brasco.
Yeah.
So, what'd you
I
give it? Alex?
think I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with your number, yeah.
I mean, I think it's just because Johnny Depp he's a good
there's-
actor in this.
You're right. There's far less violence in this one.
It's and I expected a lot more.
I appreciate that.
I mean, but there is some gory parts. I'm like, oh, okay. So, Alex,
Your turn.
your movie.
Mm-hmm.
What's your choice?
Make your choice.
Make your choice.
All right, so it's come down to it because I had discussed this at work, and the most jaw-dropping movie that I could think
Don't
of
do it.
that Brett hasn't seen
Okay, so
that
Brett.
everyone was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" And I know that if Juice from Juice in the Morning podcast and Patrick listen to this, they're going to absolutely kill you for not seeing this movie.
Go ahead.
We're gonna watch Ferris Bueller.
Ooh.
Okay.
I still cannot, like when we were painting Mom's house last weekend, we were talking about it because one of the songs, like she was listening to music and there's some music in it just playing
Do
in the
I need
background.
to read the?
And yeah, you do. There's some people that haven't seen it, like Brett. Don't say like who. Don't say like who, because we're sitting next to somebody that has not seen Ferris Bueller. Okay, Brett, can you speak in the mic and say I have not seen Ferris Bueller?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Why? You have to state the facts.
Well, I haven't, but
See?
I haven't seen it, but it's not a secret. I've said that before.
Okay.
Like seriously.
So Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Here's the synopsis. I can't believe I'm reading this.
I've never heard it before.
A high school wise guy is determined.
A wise guy.
A high school wise guy is determined to have a day off from school, despite what the principal thinks of that.
That's it. That's what
That's
it is.
it.
How about
That
you
is
just don't
it.
go?
That is it.
You
Well,
made a whole movie out of that.
They did.
Oh my God, they did. Yes.
From start to finish, there is no boring part of this movie.
Okay, Alex.
There's
Hold
not.
on a second.
We'll
There's
see about
not.
that.
Hold on a second.
What?
You have the nostalgia factor.
It's nostalgic, but it is also a very good movie.
By
It is.
nostalgia. Okay, hold on.
No,
Hold on.
Look at the score. Tell me.
You can't just say that that's your opinion.
Right.
Just like how I thought Bumblebee was a good movie and you hated it.
That's very true. But I'm saying I consider Ferris Bueller a classic. It's
maybe.
it's like like Star Wars is a classic. Indiana Jones is a classic. This is a classic movie.
Yeah,
This is bigger than Gladiator.
But classic doesn't necessarily mean good.
Okay.
'Cause-
Yes, it does.
Jaws is a classic and you didn't like that.
No.
Nostalgia factor on that one.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. But
It's a classic. We got YouTube right here. It's a classic.
I don't know. That's
And
a
what's
tough one.
what's the score on it, please? I just want to know.
Why?
I just want to know.
7.8 out of 10 on IMDb.
Okay.
So, starring Matthew Broderick, Alan Ruck, Mia Sara, Jeffrey Jones, Jennifer Grey. I mean, I'm saying all these names. And Charlie Sheen. I forgot Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, he's in it. I
Ben
forgot.
Stein.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
This is a movie where it's kind of like the liar between us three. Josh and I, and especially my brother, can quote like this whole movie.
She-
It's extremely quotable.
Alex bought her brother a T-shirt with Alan Ruck's face on it, and it just says "Save Ferris." And
That's all you need to know.
It was his favorite.
Alan
all you
Ruck,
need to know.
the guy from Twister and
Yes.
Speed.
Yes.
Yes.
He is probably, I think, one of my favorite characters. In the
Alan
movie.
Ruck,
he
he's
makes the movie, I think.
he's really good. He's really good. So,
He doesn't drive it.
He just
wipes
rubs
it
it with
with
a
a diaper.
I want to talk about The Big Bang real quick.
All right.
Are y'all still watching?
Yeah.
How far?
We're on season 5 now. We're going through it.
I'm in the middle of season 10.
Dude,
we're
we were
watching
watching
Harley
Batman
Quinn
and Harley
and-
Quinn, and like we're watching a bunch of other
What
stuff.
was the big thing you were talking about?
The
That-
big thing.
You said that something big was going to happen and I would know it.
Spoiler alert for those who haven't watched Big Bang Theory past season 7. Leonard and Penny get married.
Oh, I knew they got married. Everybody
and
knew they got married.
and it wasn't done. And Sheldon and Amy Farrah Fowler break up after Sheldon buys
Oh, yeah.
her ring.
No, I didn't know that.
And I believe it was Bernadette gets pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and you could say that Howard's mom dies.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
But the actress actually did, right? I believe she did.
I want to
Um,
say she did, yeah.
I think so.
Carol Ann Susie?
I
The
want to say I
voice?
saw that in the.
What's her name?
Yeah.
Carol Ann is her first name.
I think so. Okay. But this is going to take us right into a little bit of our what we're talking about, the Big Bang. I'm going to add a little bit of a segue into our movie or our topic of the week. So yes,
Yes, she did die.
yes,
I'll be darned.
yep.
2014.
I think it was just like another thing. Like whenever a character dies on a show, when the actor dies, I think it just worked in with the show.
Mhm.
They did the same thing on Scrubs. They did the same. I guess I did it on here. They did it on what was that one show that had Kaylee Cuoco on it as well?
8 Simple Rules.
8 Simple Rules.
Which is funny because I don't know if you've got it to that part yet, but Katie Seagal plays her mom in an episode of Big Bang. And Katie Seagal was her mom. I think anyway. I know she was in the show. Was her mom in 8 Simple Rules?
Okay. Yeah, I
You know
haven't
who Katie
gotten that.
Seagal is, right?
Yeah. I remember the show. I remember 8 Simple Rules.
Well,
Mhm.
she's to me she'll always be Gemma.
Yes. Yeah. The voice of what's
And,
Leela?
and Peggy Bundy.
Yes, Peggy Bundy. Yeah. So what do you want to talk about? About Big Bang?
That was it. Just
Oh,
that I know what I was. I never said it. I'm still liking it. Like I still think it's hilarious. I thought by now
So you're not burned out.
it'd be getting
Yeah.
stale, but no.
How many
The last-
seasons are there?
12.
The last
Oh, wow.
thing where
We
Josh
gotta
and I
get up
had
to that.
stopped was where Sheldon was going to propose to Amy.
Mm-hmm.
That was the end
Like
of
that was
season
like that was the
8,
last.
I
For
think?
some odd reason, that was the last episode we watched.
Is
The
this
only-
all you're watching?
It's what I watch when I eat meals.
Do you eat a lot?
No.
You have been going through. You're 5 seasons ahead
You're
of us.
5 seasons
7
ahead of us.
seasons.
That's
Yes,
what I
but
eat meals. Well, how much
you've
do you
been
eat?
You've been eating a lot, or eating, watching a lot of movies
And
I
TV
really
shows,
haven't.
yeah.
I will say that once all of them get together, like when it's the 7 of them instead of the 4 of them,
Mm-hmm.
there's less about nerdy stuff and more about relationships.
Right.
Which, as a nerd, it was kind of fun to see the nerdy stuff on TV.
But you got to realize that even though the audience evolved, the show tried to evolve with it, where they were getting more mature about it and less childish.
Plus, the actors are getting
Older.
Oh yeah, I mean, and look, okay, you remember? Okay, now go back to episode 1 of season 1, just the pilot, and they're talking about all these different mathematics and all these different theories.
In the pilot,
Extreme nerdism.
Yeah.
In the pilot, they go to a sperm bank to donate.
Yes!
To get
Yeah.
T1 internet, which I don't even know if that's a thing anymore.
Probably not.
So I'm just saying, like, you got to think like they really evolved the show way differently now.
Every show, especially one that goes that long, is way different at the end than it is at the beginning.
Right.
Mhm.
But now you can really tell.
Yeah. So.
Can we move on to the fan topic? Because
I have a segue.
Okay, because my phone's at 3%.
Okay.
And I'd like to be able to read some.
Okay. So the segue I have is there is another Big Bang Theory spinoff announced.
The first one was that Sheldon.
The Young
show,
Sheldon.
which I never watched a minute of.
Next one is Young Howard.
Oh no!
So they are doing a sequel series spinoff, if you will. It's Young Howard to premiere right after the end of Young Sheldon. This was written April 22nd. So this might be an older. They might have delayed this coming out, but this came out as of April 16th. Young Sheldon is on its 3rd season, and Young Howard is to be premiered. Interesting sequel series. So what the fan topic is this week for our listeners who did not join us last week is what TV show would you want rebooted or sequeled? And we had a lot of responses on this one, and Brett, take it away.
When I thought about this question, I'm like, anything that comes out now, I pretty much ignore because it's never as good as the original.
Exactly.
That's very true.
I understand.
So
that aside,
it could be also that it takes a lot for me to watch something new.
Agreed.
But I think Keenan and Kel from Nickelodeon, if those two got back together and maybe had kids of their own that did a bunch of stuff to get in trouble.
that would be a good one.
And they could still get into their antics because they're both still into showbiz, and that's brilliant.
A good one.
That's brilliant. That's actually not too because you think about Fuller House, not as good.
We watched the first episode.
Tried to watch the second episode.
I watched a little bit of the Girl Meets World.
Yeah, probably the same.
It was fine.
I think we did that too. We watched episode 1.
But then you have to take yourself back to.
It's not about the original characters though anymore.
Right.
They're there, but it's not their. It's not about them.
That's what this Keenan and Kel would probably happen, and I think.
Sure.
It's gonna be just as immature as Keenan and Kel, so you might not like it.
Let's say it's the same show, but based on real problems that adults have. So it'd just be them doing stupid things to try to get out of it.
Oh, could you imagine the adult version of that though? Like, oh damn, I crashed my car or something, and now it's like now you have to find a way for Kel
to hide it from the wife.
Yeah, something like that exactly. And Keenan and Kel would be sitting on the stage like, all right, I need a peanut butter knife, a duck, and a pillow. Let's go. So I was just thinking of random things. I don't know what those are like the best. So yeah, I agree. Keenan and Kel would be great. I could see that. Being
I can still watch that. Watch that show.
I could.
It can be hard, but there's still some funny stuff.
Well,
they had just a really good chemistry on set.
Well, think about this. Netflix owns Nickelodeon's licensing, so could happen.
Yeah, and you can buy the seasons are on iTunes. There's only 5 seasons of Keenan and Kel, and they're really short.
Yeah, Alex, what?
I had 2.
What?
And it has to be done right, like an adult version of this. Like it's got to be done right in order for me to watch it.
What?
but I thought of two of my favorite shows that I believe were both on Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon's
I mean, we
where
grew
it's
up in the
at.
90s, so
Right.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I think they
They
might
were,
be.
I thought I saw something like they're working on something, but the thing is, like, I don't want a new kids one. Like, I want it focused on me. I want new. I don't want a movie. Are You Afraid of the Dark? I want a series. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, because they did the Legends of the Hidden Temple.
That is my other one.
Mm-hmm. They did a movie.
That's not what I want. I don't want a movie.
You want a game show?
I want a game show, and I want it to feature our age going through the same exact
Why can't
Legend of the Hidden-
kids do things?
No, it's my show. I wanted to be on that show so bad as a kid.
What was it? The Purple Monkeys?
You had to
the Red
you had to go
Dragons?
through and grab each piece of like a statue, and at the end like stick it down, and then it like.
I know.
Yeah. But like that show looked so cool, and I really wanted to be on it. I'm like, damn it! I know there's like American Ninja Warrior and all that other stuff, but I'm like, it's not the same. I want it set up the same way,
Mm-hmm.
but I want our people our age to do it.
For me,
Someone said, "Oh, we'd hurt ourselves." We'd have to pass a physical before
right,
going.
exactly.
Have you ever actually watched American Ninja Warrior?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, that's
It's
Wipe
insane.
Out and all
It's
that
insane.
stuff.
that training is your life.
So,
yes. Mhm.
so speaking of American Ninja Warrior, G4 is getting rebooted.
Ah, yes.
You heard about this?
Saw this.
Now, this is going to go off of other things that I was talking about as far as reboots go. So hopefully they're going to be bringing back Attack of the Show and X-Play with,
I never
Adam
really
and-
cared for Attack of the Show that much. I cared more about
You liked X-Play then?
X-Play. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
X-Play was
only-
more about
It's
video
only
games.
30 minutes though.
Attack of the Show was a full hour, and it had a lot of content. And I loved it. And along with this, Olivia Munn is in talks
Mhm.
of a 1-year contract with them. But for me, I just wanted to say that because you were talking about American Ninja Warrior. So that's also a reboot. So I'm thinking I've got two here. And one of them just came off of the G4 reboot, talking about maybe another Code Monkeys.
It's
that
too
that-
soon.
Is that that 8-bit thing?
Too soon?
Yeah.
Code Monkeys? What do you mean it's too
Yes.
soon?
I think it's still relevant in my head. It feels too soon.
Is that
They
that,
had 2 seasons back in 2008.
is that an 8-bit show?
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's a great show.
I think not a reboot. I think they should just continue it.
Oh, yeah, sequel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they probably have to reboot some of the cast. You never know.
I don't know.
And then Scrubs, of course. That's my favorite show.
Again,
But
I think
hold
too
on.
soon.
Hold on. Jesus. Alex, your stuff is way too soon. Are
Wait a
you
minute.
afraid
That
the dark
was
just
back in
came
the
out?
90s,
A
not
re-
the 2000s.
I don't think a
I'm
reboot.
saying a sequel series.
Okay.
Maybe it does.
Okay.
I was thinking a reboot may not need a large amount of time between it, but maybe it does.
Right.
I would think that
Exactly.
it would.
Look at Spider-Man. Anyways, Scrubs, what I'm thinking is the old cast would still be included, but they would hardly be there, like it'd be from a different wing in the hospital.
Mm.
Think about that,
Okay, I
So,
can see that. Yeah.
Thinking about, a different wing in the hospital kind of Scrubs series. So those are my two that I have.
Can I
but
go first
man,
with my comments?
Yes, you need to. You
Yes.
need to. Alex's phone is about to die. She has all the
Yes.
comments on there. You should get
Okay.
your tablet.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so as far as we've got some fan responses here. So we've got Dan from Dan and Cody podcast. Thank you so much for your response. He
Shout
says, "Almost Human" with Carl Urban.
Almost Human.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Oh,
not,
Carl Urban.
I'm not
He's a good
familiar with
actor.
that one.
I like him.
We've got our friend Brent from Chicago.
Shout out.
He says ATLA live action with original writers and no M. Night Shyamalan.
Apparently, M. Night Shyamalan ruins a lot of things.
I guess. We've got DSTM Sports Podcast. Lamont Perfect.
I'm not familiar with
I'm not
that.
sure of that one either.
There's a lot of
It
content
sounds like
out
a
there
lot
now.
of people are saying stuff. I'm like I've never heard of it before, so I'm saying like maybe it is old enough to forget about. We've got our friend Patrick.
Patrick.
He says the original Teen Titans cartoon or the show Man Up.
Teen Titans. That's okay. So that's kind of like the way Harley Quinn is right now. It's a little more humorous. I love that show.
It's a great show.
I love it.
We've got the Fickle Fanboy podcast.
Shout out to them.
Either West Wing or The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Okay.
Not sure about that one either. There's a lot of stuff I was like, well, I'm like, it's obviously been old enough that I don't even remember.
That's why a lot of these TV shows are like there's so much.
I
out
do.
there.
I've heard of this one, the next one. Whatever Man podcast. $6 Million Man
Yes.
or Knight Rider.
Okay.
A good
They already rebooted Knight Rider.
a
Yeah.
good A-Team reboot would be nice as well.
Well, I guess Did they reboot Knight
They
Rider?
did a movie, but
They did a movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then they had a A-Team movie. I didn't even see that.
that's what I meant. They did an 18 movie.
Oh, I was talking about Knight Rider.
No, I think you're right. I think they did reboot that already.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it lasted.
You can go.
Okay, so I got a couple on Facebook here. We got Nikki. She says Firefly, which there's a big cult following on that.
Right.
Justin Kelly from Juice in the Morning podcast. He did a long comment here. He says, I don't necessarily want a reboot, but for a lot of shows, I want a reunion show where are they now type of thing. The list includes Scrubs, The Office, Seinfeld, Party Down, and Friends. I think they're already doing this, but I want a prequel series of Game of Thrones to learn how we got to where we started.
I believe they are doing that.
They were planning like 4 of them. On another one that's not a reboot but a spin-off, I want a whole movie about Seth Rogen and Bill Hader as the cops from Superbad.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be
I would
good.
watch that.
Same night or he says same night as when they got picked up.
Yes. You have to do it that whole like from when they wake up, like the whole day.
Yep, exactly.
That's
I
awesome.
totes agree.
I'm sorry, I blocked your cop.
You love that. You guys
I know
love
it's
that.
so funny, but what's it? He's like, we're supposed to be like guiding his cock instead of blocking, or what does he say? I don't remember. It's
Something along that
something
line.
along that. I love that. It's such a great movie. And there goes my phone.
Your phone, Dad?
Yeah.
I got Jake. He says, I've got 2. I felt Breaking Bad had the opportunity, but instead chose to do the Better Call Saul route. But isn't a bad spinoff, but a Jesse Pinkman series would have been better, I think.
Well, that's what we got though, kind of.
With the movie.
The movie, yeah, which was great. So
There's actually in talks of R.J. White, who plays Walt Jr.,
yeah, I've heard of that. I don't know if
doing
I want
something.
that though.
like going after Pinkman.
I don't know.
Yeah. Another one, a Jon Snow series that's from Game of Thrones about living beyond the wall and searching for his dragon. Discovering more about the history of the Night King, which of course we want.
I would want just a
Just
like a
more.
prequel, like how that all started, how they talk about the first winter, like all that stuff. Like I would love to have that kind of a story in the
And
season.
we got one person saying Friends. So I think that's all we have. Then we got Monkey on in YouTube saying Friends as well. I wonder if that was towards the reboot or whatever. So yeah, rebooting shows. There's a couple more things that I want to talk about in this. Ren and Stimpy is getting rebooted on Comedy Central,
Mm-hmm.
and SpongeBob SquarePants is getting a Patrick Star spinoff.
Okay, I might watch that just because I love Patrick.
Yeah. And, as we were talking about Big Bang Theory as well, we were talking about the young Sheldon or young Howard thing. So
yeah.
there's a lot of spin-offs and stuff happening. And I don't know. They didn't Beavis and Butthead, didn't you just talk about that?
Yes,
recently
I
too?
think they're doing that one.
Comedy
too,
Central?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Ren and Stimpy and Beavis and Butthead are coming back.
I mean, I just want another season of South Park.
They should do Dark. I'm waiting.
I want another season of South Park. Do you know how much content
I wanna
has
see what they're gonna
happened
say.
that they've had to work with since their last season?
Yeah,
God, they've got so much to work with.
they do. They do. I'm really surprised that they haven't done something.
I love South Park. It's
Yeah.
such a great show.
I could see them that going on forever. Just like God. Apparently the Simpsons are still going.
I think
too. don't even
it's
watch
South
that
Park is
anymore.
I think just like the opposite version. Well, I mean, I guess Family Guy would kind of be the opposite version
Mm-hmm.
of Simpsons, but I think it's just like the raw, raunchy version of The Simpsons.
Right. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about on the reboot stuff?
Nope.
No, those
No?
are the ones. Like I'm telling you, if they come out with the Legends of the Hidden Temple, sign me up. I don't care if I have back issues. if I I'm gonna say if I paralyze myself, that's fine. But like,
Oh, okay.
not that. But like, I will totally go.
Do we have something prepared as far as a fan question? Otherwise, we can just hold it off and.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, we just hold off. There's other ones that we can like discuss or whatever throughout the week and have one announced later on. What do you guys want to move into? Anything?
What do we have stuff more?
Yeah, I have a story.
Yeah.
Happened in South Dakota.
Mhm.
A woman got off of her motorcycle
Oh, this.
to take photos of some bison, and the bison attacked her,
Did
and
you
she
see
lost
this?
she lost her pants.
Well,
So
He got caught on his horn, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I
He ripped her pants.
don't know
off.
what to
She went to take a selfie with it.
You don't take pictures of wild animals unless there's a barrier.
Do people think that they're just like nice and not gonna hurt you? Like maybe cows? I don't know. Cows are pretty aggressive.
Relatively tame, I think.
I haven't seen a mad one.
I wouldn't provoke one.
No way.
I mean, that's still like a several 100-pound.
That thing will kill you.
Right.
It won't stomp on you.
I've been seeing memes like all across my social media who live in the Midwest.
All of the pictures that I have from all of the animals that are considered wild out in South Dakota and Minnesota and like that whole what I consider the Midwest, not here.
Right.
Compared to here, all the pictures from when Josh and I were dating, the first few times I went out there to visit him in South Dakota, I have pictures from the car of bison.
Yeah.
The car.
I mean, so she wasn't hurt?
No, they didn't say the injuries that she got. The article that I read,
I'm sure she probably got some bumps and bruises.
She was airlifted.
I mean, it's a good thing she wasn't seriously hurt.
And she said, "Make sure you share this content so people understand not to do what I did."
And that isn't honestly. I'm going to call bullshit and say that's just an easy way of saying I was stupid.
Stop it! You
just again and get her way out of saying like, yes,
popular.
I was stupid.
I don't think she's trying to get popular about it. Because that's what you were saying the other day, and I was like, no, she's not. She's just like, hey, you know what? This happened.
A bison?
Bison.
Buffalo, yeah.
Is a buffalo and a bison the same thing?
I thought so.
Yeah, I thought so.
In the original Red Dead, if you shoot
Thank you for being smart,
you shoot all the buffalo, that's it. They don't respawn.
They don't respawn?
No.
Oh.
There's like one herd in the northeast part of the map. And if you kill them all, they're gone.
All right. That's actually a Google question.
I believe they are.
The terms are often used interchangeably. Buffalo and bison are distinct animals. Old World true buffalo are native to Africa and Asia. Bison are found in North America. So bison.
So bison. So it's an American buffalo. That's what it is.
Yes. Oh
even like, all right, so you know how we took Jer to remember Wyoming when we went to go see Devil's Tower?
Mm-hmm.
We even have a picture of him, and there was like this big ass what did we take a picture of him, like not in front of but away from? It was like a huge cow looking thing with huge horns. We pulled off to the side of the road.
You're talking that wasn't a yak.
What was it? It wasn't. No, not a yak. It was a huge cow-looking thing with huge horns.
No,
it was not a moose.
I'm sure she'd know what a moose is.
But it was like we have this picture of Jarek, but it was definitely like he was the one that was like
the wide horns. Right?
I mean the big ass horns. Like the dude can freaking kill you.
It was just a bull.
It might have been a bull, but it was the biggest bull I have ever seen.
Kick your ass.
And we pulled off to the side of the road to like look at it. Like it was away. But I think there was like maybe a little line, like a rope or something between like him and Jer. But even in that picture, Jer's like feet, more like a wild ways away from this animal. But Jer just like, you could see him just kind of doing this, like leaning a tiny bit. We're like, Jer, move over a little bit. Okay, now go. We got the picture to get in the car.
Yeah.
This woman actually like tried to go up and pet a bison. They're wild.
Yeah,
people are wild.
Stupid. People are stupid. People are stupid.
Cow.
Yeah. I think it's time we got on out of here, guys. Unless there's anything else you want to talk about.
No.
No. Okay. Alex, you want to go ahead and plug your Twitch?
Yes. So I am a Twitch streamer. So if you'd like to follow me, it is twitch.tv/cute_kitty, KUTEKITTI. I stream on Saturday night, Sunday night, and Monday afternoon. This past Saturday we did Gears. We did Horde on Gears. Got to level 4.
Brett, you need to talk on.
I was frustrated.
Okay.
We did we got to level 46 and then we did permadeath on that. So we got to level 46 or wave 46 on that one, died, and then we did another round.
We got a little cocky.
Yeah.
Well,
we got extremely cocky in the second one.
Yeah, you heard me and Patrick talking shit.
Oh crap! I think that's me.
What'd you do?
Alex, I turned on my speakers accidentally.
Did you keep the same difficulty or did you take it down?
Same difficulty.
We won.
And we won. Really? So yeah. Josh and Patrick.
Same map. No,
different map.
No, different map.
What was the map? Oh, we're gonna have to figure it out. Anyway, so with that, real quick. So to talk about cockiness, Mr. Josh and Mr. I was gonna say Mr. Josh and Mr. Brett. Mr. Josh and Mr. Patrick got super cocky about.
We went head to head on MVP.
Oh, look who's got MVP now. Who's got MVP now?
Okay.
So here's me over here just going, oh, look, I got MVP. So then afterwards, you go to like the, I got MVP the last 3 rounds, 48, 49, and 50. Took that. And then, I think it was 47. Rick finally got MVP.
Yeah, Rick got MVP
But
once.
he was doing pretty good. None of us wiped, or none of us,
Patrick died 4 times.
None of us died except Patrick.
Like died,
Yes,
down.
died. Like I had to
Dog
get his
pigs died.
tags 4 times. Rick, Josh, and me did not die.
Wait, was he drinking?
No, he was tagging
I don't
enemies.
think so. I mean, maybe.
He was tagging enemies and then trying to roll away and then would get stuck in front of an enemy or get stuck behind a wall and blow himself up. So there was that. So anyways, about the MVP thing. So Josh and Patrick are talking shit.
Oh, we did.
The whole time.
Alex was concerned.
It started before I left.
Yes,
You were so concerned. You're like, do you guys really?
Like, it was bad.
This
like,
is how we talk
I'm
to each other all the
really,
time.
Like, it's almost like Josh and I yelling at each other, and people are like, "Are you guys really fine?" I'm like, "No, this is how we talk." So it's like the same thing with Patrick and him. They have their own little lingo. So I was like, "Geez, you guys."
We can yell at each other. We know it doesn't mean anything.
So anyway, so we're at the end, and Josh and Patrick, are comparing wieners here for a second. And so we go to the end, and there's the stats, right? So Josh's like, "Oh, I got 16 MVP, bitch." Blah, blah. He's like, "Well, I got, oh, damn it, 10." And I was
he got
like,
a low amount.
"I got 23."
Wow.
I'm over here like being my quiet self trying to get MVP and not making a big deal out of it.
How long did it take you?
It actually wasn't.
It wasn't that long.
No.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
45 minutes.
yeah. Then
maybe?
we played GTA for a little bit too. Even.
Yeah, we literally got our spin and left.
Oh, that does not mean.
What time did you leave, or what time did you sign off?
You did like a 6-hour stream.
No, it was 5. It was
5.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So probably like
1 or 2.
It was I was getting really tired. Yeah.
Yeah, we were tired. But yeah, and then Sunday. So last night we played Halo, and it was amazing. We've got some funny stuff to post. And then today I played the big number 1 game in gaming right now, which is Fall Guys. And I played that for just over 2 hours. And I'll tell you what, just from my experience, go freaking download it now. It really is the number 1 game right now for a reason.
It's $20. It's on Steam and PS4.
It's worth $20. It's an amazing, fun game.
So you think I'll have a good time with it?
Yes, and you have an amazing, frustrating, back and forth fun time.
It's good stuff.
I did not get a crown, if anybody's asking. I didn't get a crown, but I got in the top 12.
You earned one by
twice.
ranking up.
Yes, but I did not get number 1. I got in the top 12 twice.
Yeah, that's actually good. So in Fall Guys, you do 5 rounds of obstacle courses.
Facing 60 people?
60 starts off, and it goes down to top 12 at the end. So you made the last round twice, which is really good. So
it's so frustrating.
As far as my stream goes, I Twitch stream as well. I stream Tuesday and Thursday evening and Saturday morning. Tuesday and Thursday, you can catch me doing Warzone and Fall Guys. I'm not sure which one I'll do when. I know for sure Thursday we're doing Fall Guys, so I don't know if I'm doing that tomorrow or Tuesday, I should say, as well. And then Saturday, you can catch me doing Paper Mario still. I'm still on that campaign mode, so... I think that's about it as far as that goes. As far as our podcast goes, if you are watching us on YouTube, do be sure to hit that like. If you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube. We are trying to get a URL, guys. Make sure you hit that bell to be notified when we go live as well, which is every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. And if you want to follow us on our social media, we're on Facebook, which is facebook.com/PTOUnlimited. Instagram is PTOUnlimited_podcast. And we're on Twitter, which is @PTOUnlimited. On those apps, you'll see our weekly fan question, which is TBD. So make sure you guys check out our social media. We'll have that up there soon. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it is @Lemke619.
Brett_wings.
Cute_kitty.
On a final note, so I went back on Sunday and played Gears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did drop it down to the easier one, so there's no
Just by
permadeath.
yourself?
But I went 1 through 50.
By yourself.
By yourself?
And 4 AIs or 5 AIs, however many AIs they
5.
give you.
Right.
Well, I mean, it'd be you and 4 AIs.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you made it 1 through 50, no wipe?
That's how easy it is.
I died once, but
But your AIs were nice?
It wasn't permadeath, so.
Oh.
But I've never done that. Now Gears 5 is easier.
Yeah.
Horde is easier.
Right.
Yes.
But I found a really good map that made it.
Ours had like 2
helpful.
stairs.
It was like 2 stairs that came down into a middle part. Like there was like stairs that went up.
I played on that. I mean,
You played with
I know,
it was
but
that same map?
I don't remember what map. That's the one that we were talking about that we played after you.
It's too dark.
No, ours
That
was
one's in the
day.
sunlight. Like that's
The
super
one
sunny.
we played first was dark with street lights.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you the one that we played had stairs going up like this, and there was just a middle
You
part.
said you played the same map.
No.
No, I said no, we didn't.
No,
Okay.
no.
Anyway,
the dark one.
the
Yeah,
one-
the dark one had the train. That's what it was.
Yes.
The
the
freaking
The
train.
But we
one,
made
I,
it that
the one I
far.
played was actually in the snow, and there's portions that are on ice. And what you can do is you can shoot the ice, and the enemy will fall. They don't fall in the water, but they walk through water. And if there's enough water, they freeze up and slow down, and you can shoot them and take them out. So
Man,
it's
I want to play Gears again.
it's a helpful thing.
Can we play that one next time? I want to play
Yeah,
that
I
one.
want to play it again.
When's your next time? Do you know?
They
No.
go so fast. If we get a decent start, not 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's because it was
I
downloaded.
didn't
It
download
started
it.
at like 8:39. I
Yeah.
can do it.
It's because when that turns off, it turns off. It doesn't continue downloading.
Yeah.
So that's what the problem was. So yeah, no, it's downloaded. It's not moving. It's there, along with the first Gears. If you ever want to go back to that, and Halo and
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, I still want you to play the Gears campaigns.
That is my next campaign. There
Want
is
you to.
there is no
Yes,
more
She's
like.
not going back to Half-Life.
I'm not going back
yes,
to Half-Life.
but I don't. You said you don't know when you'll play campaigns again.
Yeah, because I'm more myself as a gamer when I'm playing Gears and Halo and like
Multiplayer.
yeah multiplayer games. So it's like I just kind of have to find like if I want to go back to today I did Fall Guys just because it's a fun game and I can only play by myself anyway because it's only on PC right now. Well, I mean it's on PlayStation, but I mean for here, so Josh and I can't play it together. So that's why. So I mean Mondays is supposed to be my one player game day.
Yeah.
So
Are you
if I
gonna-
do it, I'll make sure I send you a link when
or
I'm
you
playing
could
it.
just text me. Or,
Well, that's what I mean.
Right. All right, we're gonna get out of here, guys. It's been a good one. You guys have a lovely week. We'll catch you next week for episode 123. Bye, guys.
Bye.